So in physics, when we apply force to any object and if the object displaces, we say the work is done. Work done by a force could be positive, negative, and zero. With the help of this PhET simulation, let's try to understand the type of positive, negative, and zero work done. So let's begin. I'm applying this small force, but the box is not moving. In this case, we say work done by the muscular force is zero. Now let me apply large amount of force to overcome the friction. Yeah, now the box is moving and work done by the force is positive because both force and the displacement are in same direction. And when we do positive work, kinetic energy increases. Here the friction is acting in opposite direction. Friction is doing negative work. In case of negative work, the kinetic energy of the object decreases. As you can see, the speed is decreasing. Friction does negative work. Let me apply muscular force. It's doing positive work. Force and the displacement are in the same direction. Speed increases. Friction acting in the opposite direction to the displacement. Friction does negative work and kinetic energy and speed of the object decreases in case of negative work. Now let me reduce the friction and let's see what happens. The muscular force is doing positive work. Speed is increasing. Now there is no friction. There is no friction on the surface to oppose the motion. No net force is acting on the box. In this case, the box will keep on moving forever according to Newton's first law of motion. So the kinetic energy remains constant and no work is being done on the box. So let's summarize this video once again. When we apply force and the object kinetic energy increases, we say positive work is done. When the kinetic energy decreases, we say negative work is done on the object by the force. Friction does negative work. And if there is no friction, no work is done on the box. It will continue moving with the same constant speed. No change in the kinetic energy, no change in the speed. And this is the case of zero work done. Circular motion is another example where the work done by the force is zero and the body moves with a constant speed. In the circular motion, the direction of the force and the displacement are perpendicular to each other. Angle is 90, cos 90 is 0. So the work done in circular motion by the force is 0. As you can see here, this planet is moving around the sun with a constant speed. This is uniform circular motion. So at each and every position, the angle is 90 between force and the displacement. So the work done by the force is 0. Alright, now when you throw anything against the gravity, when you throw anything in upward direction, the work done by the gravity is negative. Let me pause it right there. As you can see, the gravity is acting in the downward direction, but the ball moving in upward direction. The angle between force and the displacement is 180. Cos 180 is negative. So the gravity is doing negative work here. And in case of negative work, we know that kinetic energy decreases. So when the ball is going upward direction, its speed will keep on decreasing, and when it moves in downward direction, both force and the displacement are in the same direction. Kinetic energy increases. Positive work is done by the force. Let's check once again. When the cannon is going in upward direction, gravity does negative work. Force and the displacement are in opposite direction. Kinetic energy decreases. After a certain height, it will stop and start to fall down. While falling down, both force and the displacement are in the same direction. Positive work is done by the gravity. Speed increases. So based on the angle between force and the displacement, work done could be positive, negative, or zero.